Let's normalize cooking the same thing more than once a week, because you know what? Can't go wrong with chicken noodle soup. I wanted to share it again and again and again. And we start with boiling the jug, because we need some hot water. And whilst the jug is boiling, we are going to get into our carrot and garlic. Cut your carrots however you want to cut it. I like to slant it to the side, as my darling says. Some flash cutting right there. Add this into our wok. Garlic next. I love smashing garlic. Makes it easier to peel, and I chop this nice and fine. I know I should have a tea towel underneath my chopping board. And our garlic. My darling loves broccoli in there, but you all know we love no waste, so we're only going to use half of this broccoli. We don't waste the stalk. So I also just cut this nice and thin and add that in as well. Salt, and it may look like as if I'm putting heaps of salt in, but I'm really not. And because we're going to add broth to this, we do need to add just that little extra salt. Pepper, and a little bit of cayenne pepper. Tiny bit of water, just enough to soften the veggies. Lid on. Let's do these broccoli. Oops. And cut these broccoli as big or as small as you want. We like them small. It doesn't take long for the water to evaporate, so we just add a little bit more. Not all the way full just yet. Chuck the lid back on. It has to be the Yum Yum chicken noodles. Pack of 5, $2.99. We can now fill. Me and my darling both don't like too much broth. This is enough. Just give this broth a little taste test, just to make sure that the salt and pepper ratio is enough before we add the seasonings from the noodles itself as well as the oil. Broccoli in, lid back on. When we first showcased this chicken noodle soup, we used coriander to put on top, but one, coriander is actually really hard to grow, and two, I can't believe that they are now over $6 for a bag for like 100 gram. So no coriander, but we're going to have mung beans instead. Just going to have a check. If you don't like your vegetables soft, you don't have to cook it for as long, you know. But we like our vegetables soft because our teeth. So just a little bit longer. Okay, now it's time to put the noodles in. We like to break it up so that it's not long and stringy, you know. My darling likes the egg white and I like the yolk, so I just separate it in here too, like that. Okay. Let's let that cook now. Oh yeah, just like that. This gives it such a nice taste and a nice crunch too. Just a little bit. This one's for my darling. How easy is that? How easy, minimal dishes, everything. Always a go-to. Noodle soup all day.